Hello students, today we are going to talk about chapter number 4, carbon and its compound. In this video we will completely talk about the syllabus which is up to 2020 and 21. It is a reduced syllabus, so let's discuss about different things which comes. Now first we will talk about carbon. Right, carbon, the symbol for carbon is C and its atomic number is 6. If we do the electronic configuration, then 2 comes in K cell and 4 comes in L cell. So 2 for its electronic configuration. If we talk about the number of protons 6 protons, and if we talk about the neutrons, there are 6 neutrons, right? If we talk about the atomic mass of carbon is 12 U. So in K cells 2 electrons are there, in L cell 4 electron is there. Here also you can see this is the K cell where 2 electron is present, and in L cell there are 4 electron is there, right? So if it loses 4 electron to complete its octet, then what will happen? It will carry plus 4 charge, C plus 4, and if it gain 4 electron, then it will carry minus 4 charge. But in both the cases the requirement of energy is high. More energy is required to gain the 4 electron or to lose the 4 electron from the carbon, right? So energy requirement is very high. That is why it is very rare found C plus and C minus 4. Now let's talk about another question, that is, why is carbon so important? The carbon is very much important. There are 3 basic reasons behind it. The first reason is, here you can see, it is the main element present in all living organism, whether it's plant, animals, in all the living organism it is the main element. And second reason is almost all the fuels, whether you talk about the diesel, petrol, near about all the fuel is made up of carbon except hydrogen. That is why I write almost. So, and the third one is other organic substances like carbohydrate, protein, fat, alcohol, vinegar, glucose, they also contain carbon. That is why carbon is very important. Let's talk about the next question. What is the uniqueness in carbon? If we talk about the uniqueness of carbon, there are 3 major points we have to consider. The first one is it can form huge number of compound. Number of compound of carbon atom is greater than the number of compound of all other element, right? So you can just think about the carbon forming more number of compound than other all elements, right? So therefore the study of carbon is now done separately, and that is the study of carbon is called organic chemistry, where we deal with the compounds made by the carbon, and it is a separate branch of chemistry. This is the third point you can say. If we talk about the types of bond, right? So in previous video we have seen there are mainly 2 types of bond, ionic bond and covalent bond. Now how does ionic bond form? They are electrostatic forces that exist between ions and opposite. Ionic bond is formed between 2 opposite ions. Say for example sodium plus and chloride minus, they form NaCl. So ionic bond is formed totally between metal and non-metal, the first one. The second point in ionic bond is one atom donate the electron and another atom gain the electron in ionic bond formation. When ionic bond is formed, when one atom donate the electron and another atom is gaining the electron, right? And due to that the electrostatic force is generated and they have been bound with a strong force of attraction, right? Since it is formed with two opposite charges, that is why it is called ionic bond. Now let's talk about the important one in this chapter is covalent bond. Covalent bond is formed when two atoms share their valency electrons, right? Further in this video we will discuss in detail. So when covalent bond is formed, when two atoms share their electron, valency electron, right? Okay, now let's talk about the types of covalent bond. Single covalent bond. What is single covalent bond? When a single pair of electron are shared between two atom. जब एक पेयर ही इलेक्ट्रॉन का शेयर होगा दो एटम के बीच में. से फॉर एग्जांपल फ्लोरीन. फ्लोरीन का एग्जांपल यहाँ पे, क्लोरीन का एग्जांपल, हाइड्रोजन का एग्जांपल have been given. Say here if you think about the fluorine atomic number is 9 to 7. Okay, so 7 electrons are present in the valency cell. So here we can write 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Similarly another fluorine 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So this electron is going to be shared. Okay, in that way what will happen? The fluorine have completed its octet. See, count the number of electrons for this fluorine. 2 4 6 and 2 are here. So how many are there? 8. For this also the 8 will appear, right? And in that way one electron is shared by each of the fluorine. So they have been bounded by F single bond F. So that is why single covalent bond is formed. Similar with the chlorine, with the hydrogen also. Let's talk about the double bond. When double bond is formed, when two pair of electron are shared between two atoms. Say for example oxygen. Oxygen atomic number is 8. The electronic distribution is 2 6. If we talk about outermost cell, 6 electrons are present. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Similar for another oxygen, 2 4 and 6. If these two electrons are shared between two oxygen, then what will happen? It has 2 4 and 4, 8 electrons. It is also having 2 4 and 4, 8 electrons. In that way, by sharing the electrons, they complete their octet. Okay, these are the different example. Now talk about triple bond. In triple bond what will happen? 3 pairs of electron are shared between the two atoms. Say for example nitrogen. In the case of nitrogen what will happen? You can see or you can draw the picture. Here you can see the nitrogen atomic number is 7, right? 2 and 5. The 5 is present in valency cell. So just consider nitrogen and nitrogen. 2 electrons are there and 3 electrons are there. 5 electrons. Similarly 3 electrons are there for this nitrogen. 2 electrons are there. So these 3 pairs of electron are shared between the nitrogen. Then what will come? 6 electrons are there. 6 plus 2 8 electrons हो गए है ना इस नाइट्रोजन के. एंड इसकी बात करेंगे तो 6 plus 2 कितने हो गए? 8 electrons. So in this way they complete their octet. So what we have seen the covalent bond. There are 3 types of covalent bond, right? Single covalent bond, double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. Let's go further. If we talk about electron dot structure or Lewis dot structure, it is very important type of topic every year the question comes related to this. So what is electron dot structure? What is the importance of this thing? This actually shows or gives us a picture of bonding of molecule in term of shared pair of electron and its octet, right? So electron dot structure is very important, which shows picture of bonding. What type of bonding are there in the molecule and what is its octet, that is shows by electron dot structure. Now if we talk about formation of hydrogen, see the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, and since it has atomic number 1, so one proton and one electron is present. So in the valency electron there is one, in the valency cell there is one valency electron. So each of the hydrogen contain one electron, and if both share their electron, then what will happen? They will completed their first cell. That means they have completed or stable electronic configuration. So one electron is shared between two hydrogen. That is why you can see H single bond H is comes, right? If two electrons have been shared between two atoms, then two pair of electron if shared, then what will happen? Double bond will appear. So let's talk about CH4 molecule, how that molecule is formed and what is its electron dot structure. See, in CH4 you can see carbon and hydrogen is present. So we will write the atomic number of carbon is 6, electronic distribution is 2 and 4. In the valency cell, we will see there are 4 electrons, atomic number of hydrogen is 1, in the valency cell 1 electron. So what will happen if we look into the carbon, there are 4 electrons present in the valency cell, okay, and if we talk about hydrogen, there is 1 electron is present in each of the hydrogen, right? Each of the hydrogen having 1 electron. So here in that way what we will do, we will see how that electronic dot structure is formed. This is one hydrogen, this is one hydrogen, this is one hydrogen, this is one hydrogen. So each hydrogen have completed its first cell with 2 electron while sharing the electrons with the carbon. And if we talk about carbon, carbon also have shared all 4 electrons of hydrogen and got the stable configuration. In that way this CH4 is formed, right? Here you can see there are 4 hydrogen and all they have shared their electron, and in that way methane molecule is formed. Let's talk about the carbon dioxide molecule. In carbon dioxide molecule, C and oxygen is there. So carbon and oxygen atomic number and valency electrons are written over here, right? So what we will do, we will write the valency electron, like here C and carbon, the valency electron is 4, so 2 are here and 2 are here. And similarly oxygen, the valency electron is 6, 4 electrons are there, 2 electrons are shared for this oxygen and 2 electrons are shared for this oxygen too. In that way carbon is having its 8 electron in its outermost shell, 4 plus 4, and similarly oxygen is also having 8 electrons, right? In that way oxygen double bond carbon double bond oxygen is formed, that is CO2 molecule. Let's talk about H2S molecule. Similar with the CO2 molecule, H2S molecule is also formed. The atomic number of sulfur is 16, atomic configuration is 286. In the last cell 6 electrons are present. Here the 6 electron is shown and one hydrogen is there with 1 electron. So hydrogen share the electron with sulfur and form H single bond S single bond H. Let's talk about the allotropes of carbon. So before we talk about the allotropes of carbon, first we have to know about allotropy. Allotropy means when an element exists in two or more different physical state with similar chemical properties, right? जब कोई एलिमेंट एक से ज़्यादा फिजिकल स्टेट में प्रेजेंट होता है लेकिन उसकी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी जो है वो चेंज नहीं होती, वो वही रहती है. तो हम इसको कह सकते हैं दे आर कॉल्ड एलोट्रॉप्स, राइट, एंड दिस प्रॉपर्टी इज कॉल्ड एलोट्रॉपी। मतलब जब कोई एलिमेंट एक से ज़्यादा फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट है, एक से ज़्यादा फिजिकल स्टेट में प्रेजेंट है, राइट, तो उसको हम एलोट्रॉप्स बोलेंगे और इस प्रॉपर्टी को बोलेंगे एलोट्रॉपी। जैसे कार्बन जो है डायमंड में इज ऑल्सो फॉर्म बाय द कार्बन एंड ग्रेफाइट is also formed by the carbon. So what will happen? They are the allotropes of carbon. There are different types of allotropes of carbon. Here we will discuss about the diamond. In the diamond you will see the carbon is one carbon is surrounded with 4 other carbon, right, and its geometry is tetrahedral. The geometry of the carbon is tetrahedral, right, that you will study in higher classes. And here if you look into the graphite is there in the second example, right. In the second example graphite is present, the structure of graphite is hexagonal. You can see 6 corners are there, so hexagonal geometry is there. Okay, and one more important question comes many times in the exam. Though non-metals are poor conductor of heat or electricity, but if you talk about the graphite is conducting the electricity. Why? Because in that geometry of graphite there are free electrons move over here as electron clouds, right. So they carry the charges, they carry the electric charges, and that is why graphite is a good conductor of electricity. Let's talk about the next one, that is diamond. If we talk about diamond is actually, in the diamond, as I have told you, one carbon is surrounded with the 4 other carbon, and it is the hardest substance, right, an insulator. It is used for drilling rocks and cutting. It is also used for making jewelry. So this is what the property and uses of diamond. If we talk about the next allotrope, so students, next allotropes of carbon is graphite. Here in the graphite, in each carbon, in the graphite, each carbon is surrounded or bounded by 3 other carbon. Here you can see, if the structure we consider like this is hexagonal structure. So each carbon is bond with 3 other carbons, right. इस कार्बन की बात करोगे तो ये 1, 2 और 3 साइड से कार्बन से बॉन्ड होता है, एंड इट इज़ ए गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड यूज्ड एज लुब्रिकेंट. डोंट फॉरगेट दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टीज. So here is the characters and uses of graphite. In the next we will see into versatile nature of carbon. The existence of such a large number of organic compounds is due to the following nature of carbon. Carbon having few of the important nature which make its versatile use. They are catenation, tetravalency. They are the primary nature or primary cause for the versatile nature of carbon, and also isomerism and pollination is there. So whenever the question comes about the versatile nature of the carbon, you can write these 4 major points. Okay, 3 and 4. So let's talk about one by one. The catenation property, the self-linking property of an element, mainly carbon atom, through covalent bond to form long, straight, branched and ring of different sizes are called catenation. This property is due to the small size of carbon atom and the great strength of carbon-carbon bond. The carbon-carbon bond is very strong, number 1. Number 2 is the carbon is very small. Why it is small? See, because in carbon there are only two cells. In first cell, 2 electrons are there. In next cell, 4 electron is there. So it is not a very large atom. The structure of carbon atom is very small. So the size of carbon is very small, and the carbon-carbon bond is very strong. Carbon can also form stable multiple bond with itself and with the atom of other element. Here we have example of a straight chain like propane. This is the propane. Its molecular form or molecular formula is C3H8. C3H8. And it is butane. Its molecular formula is C4H10. So first of all we have to write carbon 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 like this, carbon 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 carbon, okay, and with each carbon we have to make 4 bonds, right? So 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and in each of the bond you can write H H H H H. In that way you will get the structural formula of butane. Otherwise simply you can write it's C4H8 H10, C4H10. Next we look into branched chain. Here you can see this is a methyl group CH3 and this is propane, right? So 2 methyl, since it is on the second position, 2 methyl propane. What here it is showing, the carbon can also form a branched chain. These are the examples. Simply you can nothing to do, write 3 carbon and from 1 carbon you can branch it and write CH3. This is the formula of methyl, and nothing to write CH3 CH3. Here you can see each carbon is with the 4 bond. So this is how the carbon form the branched chain. Here also you can see this is CH3 and this is CH3 and this is propane. So propane 2 2, since it is in the second position, this is first carbon, second carbon, third carbon. Here also first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, 3 carbon is propane. 2 2 means at the second position 1 methyl is there, second methyl is there, so 2 2 dimethyl propane, its name, that we will discuss in detail in the coming videos. Now it is also form the ring. Here you can see CH2 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 and CH2, और इसको आप सिंगल बॉन्ड से अटैच कर दीजिए. दिस इज साइक्लोहेक्सेन. दिस इज साइक्लोहेक्सेन. यहाँ मैंने इसको कंपोजिट फॉर्म में लिख दिया है. सी, यहाँ देखो एक यूनिट CH2 है, ये CH2 है, सारी यूनिट CH2 हैं, राइट, एंड इन दैट वे इट इज़ फॉर्म साइक्लो, क्योंकि ये साइक्लिक फॉर्म में. इसको सिंपली आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड साइक्लोहेक्सेन. नाउ द नेक्स्ट point is tetravalency nature. Carbon has valency of 4. It is capable of bonding with 4 other elements, like carbon is having 4 valency, and in each of the 4 bond it can be attached with 4 different group. Here I have named A, B, C, D with same or other heteroatoms with a single covalent bond as well as double और ट्रिपल बॉन्ड. तो ये चारों तरफ से क्या करेगा, सिंगल बॉन्ड के थ्रू भी जुड़ सकता है, या किसी से डबल बॉन्ड, किसी से सिंगल बॉन्ड के थ्रू, किसी से ट्रिपल बॉन्ड के थ्रू भी जुड़ सकता है. हियर देयर आर सम एग्जांपल. क्लोरोईथेन, दिस इज ईथेन, ethyl, and this is chlorine, so it is called chloroethane. Here also this is OH group. OH मतलब alcohol group and it is ethyl. So it is ethyl alcohol और IUPAC name इसका क्या है, ethanol. Similarly this is aldehyde group and this is methane, methyl. So it is methyl aldehyde or IUPAC name is ethanol. So let's talk about the another important characteristic which make versatile nature of the carbon is isomerism. This is the third one. Compound having the same molecular formula but different structural formula and property are known as isomer. This phenomena is known as isomerism. Isomerism are different kinds. यहाँ पे हम बात करेंगे स्ट्रक्चरल आइसोमेरिज्म की बस. Here you can see this is butane N-butane molecule. Here you can count the number of carbon you will find the number of carbon 4 you will find, and the number of hydrogen you will find 10, right, C4H10 its molecular formula. And if we took one CH3 over here, change its structure, right, so here also you will find there are 4 carbon and 10 hydrogen. You can count, there are 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon, so C4, and hydrogen if you count 3, 3 and 3, 9 and 1, 10. So both the molecular formula is same but structure is different. दोनों का molecular formula तो same है लेकिन structure क्या है, difference है. तो इसीलिए इसको क्या बोलेंगे, स्ट्रक्चरल आइसोमेरिज्म, राइट. सो व्हाट इज आइसोमेरिज्म? व्हेन सेम मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला हैविंग डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर, राइट, डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चरल फॉर्मूला इज कॉल्ड आइसोमेरिज्म and this property is shown by the carbon. Let's have few more example. Isomers of पेंटेन. तो आइसोमर्स क्या होंगे, जो फार्मूले बन रहे हैं. एक तो है मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला, हेयर वी कैन सी दिस इज द मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला एंड दीज आर आइसोमर्स ऑफ ब्यूटेन. ये ब्यूटेन का फार्मूला है और ये ब्यूटेन के क्या है, फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड आइसोमर्स हैं, राइट. हेयर ऑल्सो वी कैन सी आइसोमर्स ऑफ पेंटेन. पेंटेन का मॉलिक्यूलर फार्मूला दे रखा है C5H12. इसमें आप देखेंगे पहले तो आपने सिंपल एक नॉर्मल पेंटेन बना दिया, फिर उसमें क्या किया है, एक को ब्रांच कर दिया, एक ब्रांच में ले आए और 4 यहाँ पे हैं, ठीक है. तो क्या हो गया, ये 1 2 3 एंड 4 मिथाइल ब्यूटेन, राइट. तो ये पेंटेन का क्या हो गया, पेंटेन का ये 1 आइसोमर हो गया, ये सेकंड आइसोमर हो गया. ऐसे ही अगर हम हेक्सेन की बात करेंगे तो ये नॉर्मल हेक्सेन है, ये आइसो हेक्सेन है या 2 मिथाइल पेंटेन है. इसी तरह से आप देखोगे ये थर्ड वाला देखो इसका, ये 3 मिथाइल पेंटेन है, ये 2 डाई मिथाइल ब्यूटेन है. ये सारे के सारे 1 2 3 एंड 4 ये सारे के सारे आइसोमर्स हैं, किसके, हेक्सेन के. इस फार्मूले से आप इतनी वैरायटी में स्ट्रक्चर बना सकते हैं. सो आई होप आइसोमर इज क्लियर नाउ. एंड द लास्ट कैरेक्टर of versatile nature of carbon is polymerization. See what is polymer? Polymer क्या होता है, ये आपने लोअर क्लासेस में पढ़ा हुआ है. When many unit join together are called polymer. तो जब many सिंगल यूनिट यानी मोनोमर, जब मोनोमर की बहुत सारी n नंबर में यूनिट्स आपस में कंबाइन होंगे तो क्या बनाएंगे, पॉलीमर को फॉर्म करेंगे. से फॉर एग्जांपल स्टार्च इज़ ए पॉलीमर ऑफ ग्लूकोज. ग्लूकोज का जो पॉलीमर है वो क्या है, स्टार्च है. n नंबर में ग्लूकोज जब यूनिट जुड़ते हैं तब स्टार्च को फॉर्म करते हैं. ओके, सो सिंगल यूनिट इज कॉल्ड मोनोमर एंड मैनी यूनिट्स इज कॉल्ड पॉलीमर. ओके. Hello dear viewers, In this video, we will look into different types of hydrocarbons, homologous series, and their general formula, characteristics of homologous series, electron dot structure of hydrocarbon, functional group, and their physical property of ethanol and ethanoic acid. So dear viewers, here you can see I have brought this table, root word using for name of any compound. Okay, so if carbon is 1, here from here you can see if carbon is 1, the root word is meth. If 2, then eth, 3, then prop, and so on. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Up to 12 you can learn. This you have to learn because it is a root word, and without that you cannot name any compound, right? Now let's talk about hydrocarbon. What are hydrocarbon? The compound which have hydrogen and carbon, which made by the hydrogen and carbon, is called hydrocarbon. Say for example methane, ethane, propane, ethane, butane, they are the hydrocarbon. Here you can see the hierarchy. This is very important one. In hierarchy you will see there are mainly three types of hydrocarbon. One is saturated hydrocarbon, unsaturated hydrocarbon, and aromatic hydrocarbon. Example is given: alkanes in saturated hydrocarbon, alkanes in unsaturated hydrocarbon. There are two. You please remember, keep in mind, there are two unsaturated hydrocarbon and one is aromatic. Example, if you look into the alkene, here alkene is there, whereas in the first alkane is there, and in the second alkyne only the word ene is difference over here. Okay, so let's talk about one by one. If we look about saturated hydrocarbon, where we have given the example of alkane. In saturated hydrocarbon alkane, it have this common or general formula. What is the formula that you have to learn? That is CnH2n plus 2. इफ़ n इक्वल टू 1 अगर हम कहेंगे, इसको और सिंप्लीफाई अगर आप करना चाहें तो व्हेन नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इज डबल प्लस 2 फ्रॉम नंबर ऑफ कार्बन, अगर हाइड्रोजन की जो नंबर हैं वो डबल प्लस 2 हैं कार्बन के नंबर से, तो उस केस में वो किस हाइड्रोकार्बन को बिलोंग करेगा? एल्केन को. कैसे पता करेंगे? सपोज देयर इज 1 कार्बन, राइट, तो हाइड्रोजन कितना हो जाएगा? तो 1 का आप डबल करो, कितना हो गया? 2, और उसमें ऐड करो 2, तो कितना हो गया? 4. दिस इज 4, CH4. ओके, देन यू नीड टू राइट रूट वर्ड. अभी हमने देखा था रूट वर्ड कितना कार्बन है यहाँ पे? 1. देन द रूट वर्ड इज मैथ, राइट, और हाइड्रोजन कितने यहाँ पे? 4, यानी डबल प्लस 2 हैं, तो इसको किस फार्मूला को ये बिलोंग कर रहा है? एल्केन के फार्मूला को बिलोंग कर रहा है, इसलिए इसमें क्या लगा देंगे? ANE. तो क्या हो गया ये? दिस कम्स मीथेन, राइट. अगेन अनदर एग्जाम्पल वी कैन हैव. सपोज देयर आर 2 नंबर ऑफ कार्बन. अब हाइड्रोजन कितना होगा इसमें? इसमें हाइड्रोजन होगा 2 का डबल करेंगे तो कितना हो गया? 4, और उसमें 2 ऐड कर देंगे तो कितना हो गया? 6, C2H6. अब 2 कार्बन को क्या कहते हैं आपको पता होना चाहिए? एथ. क्या बोलते हैं? एथ. अब चूंकि हाइड्रोजन का नंबर डबल प्लस 2 है, इसलिए इसमें ANE क्या करेंगे? प्रीफिक्स लगा देंगे, सफिक्स लगा देंगे, तो क्या होगा? इथेन बन जाएगा. अनदर एग्जाम्पल वी कैन हैव. इफ सपोज कार्बन इज 3, तो बताइए कि हाइड्रोजन कितना होगा? डबल करिए, कितना हो गया? उसमें प्लस 2 कर दीजिए, कितना आया? 8. 3 2 ज़ा 6 प्लस 2 इट्स 8. अब इसके नेम की बात करेंगे तो नंबर ऑफ कार्बन पकड़ के रखेंगे. नंबर ऑफ कार्बन कितना है? 3 है, तो इसको क्या लिखेंगे? प्रोप. प्रोप इज़ फॉर 3 कार्बन. सिंस हाइड्रोजन कितने हैं, डबल प्लस टू हैं, तो इसमें लिखेंगे ANE, देन इट्स नेम कम्स प्रोपेन। ओके, अब इसके स्ट्रक्चर की बात करेंगे, स्ट्रक्चरल फार्मूला कैसे लिखेंगे। तो स्ट्रक्चरल फार्मूला लिखने के लिए आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, जैसे जितने नंबर में कार्बन है उनको आप लिख लीजिए। जैसे अगर मान लीजिए 2 कार्बन है तो कार्बन कार्बन सिंगल बॉन्ड से अटैच कर दीजिए और इनकी 4 काउंटिंग में बॉन्ड लगा दीजिए। इस कार्बन के लिए 1 ऑलरेडी देयर, 2 3 4 और सब में हाइड्रोजन को ऐड कर दीजिए। देयर इज़ नो डबल बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट इन एल्केन, एल्केन में डबल बॉन्ड नहीं होगा। अब आप देखोगे हर एक कार्बन पे 4 बॉन्ड है कि नहीं, राइट। Here you can see in each carbon 4 bond is there or not. For this carbon you can see 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond and 4 bond. Here also 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so in this way you can go ahead. Now let's talk about the next member, that is called unsaturated. Here one more thing is required to understand, that is what is saturated. Here in the alkene में जब भी आप देखोगे, so you will not find any double or triple bond. All the carbon is attached with the single bond, so that is why it is a saturated carbon, and all the valency of carbon is also satisfied with single bond of all hydrogen, you can see. Okay, so this is why there is no double bond present in alkene, and that is why it is called saturated hydrocarbon. In the next category, which is alkene, right? Alkene, whenever alkene is there, that shows that there must be a double bond at least in the carbon in between the carbon and carbon. So please make sure the common formula, the general formula for alkene is CnH2n. That means the number of hydrogen is just double of the number of carbon. If suppose there is 2 carbon, right, कार्बन अगर 2 हैं तो हाइड्रोजन कितना होगा, जस्ट डबल ऑफ कार्बन, दैट मीन्स 4. ओके, हेयर एग्जाम्पल इज देयर C2H4. और नाम कैसे लिखेंगे, हाउ यू विल राइट द नेम ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड, यू कैन राइट रूट वर्ड for 2 carbon is eth, right, and since hydrogen is just double of the carbon, so you will write ENE, right, the suffix you will use ENE, so its name become ethene. Okay, and here is the structural formula of ethene. And ethylene is common name, right, don't get confused. Ethylene is common name, whereas ethene is universally accepted name. Similarly, if suppose there are 3 carbon, right, and how many number of hydrogen will be there, there will be 6 hydrogen, and what will be the name for 3 carbon, the root word is prop, and the suffix you will use is ENE, the name comes propene, and here is its structural formula. Okay, similarly if suppose C4 is there, then how many hydrogen is there, 8, and it will call for root C4 means carbon 4 is but, and suffix is -ene, and it is its structure. So I think alkene is clear now. In the next category that we will study about the alkyne, right. Alkyne, here you can see the suffix we will use YNE. Okay, YNE, alkyne, and the common formula is CnH2n minus 2. That means if the number of hydrogen is double minus 2 from the number of carbon, यानी डबल से 2 कम है हाइड्रोजन का नंबर कार्बन से, तो हम उसको किस कैटेगरी में रखेंगे, एल्काइन की कैटेगरी में रखेंगे. से फॉर एग्जांपल इफ सपोज कार्बन इज 2, ओके, तो कार्बन को आप डबल कीजिए, कितना हो गया 4, ओके, और उसमें से -2 कर दीजिए, तो 4 - 2 इज 2, दैट मीन्स C2H2. And in alkyne, one ट्रिपल बॉन्ड मस्ट बी देयर बिटवीन कार्बन एंड कार्बन. कार्बन कार्बन के बीच में कम से कम एक ट्रिपल बॉन्ड ज़रूर होगा. ओके, so here C2H2, the name of this compound will be carbon is 2, so we can use the root word eth, and YNE we will use the word as suffix, so the name becomes ethine. The acetylene is the common name, okay, but IUPAC name is ethine only. So C2H2, the structure of C2H2 is this. You can see the carbon carbon triple bond. If suppose there are 3 carbon, then the hydrogen will be double minus 2. That means 3 2s are 6 minus 2, that is 4. Right, the name of the compound, since 3 carbon is there, so prop, and YNE we will use as a suffix, so propyne. And here it is structural formula. Similarly for butane, what will be the molecular formula for butane? C4 H कितने हो जाएंगे इसमें, डबल माइनस 2, that means 6, and the name will be butane, and its structural formula is this only. Okay, let's come to the next category, that is called homologous series. What we have studied, students, till now, alkene, alkene, alkyne, right, they comes in the homologous series. What is homologous series? A series of organic compound having the same functional group and chemical properties, and successive member differ by CH2, यानी कि CH2 यूनिट से डिफ़र करेगा नेक्स्ट मेंबर, और उस या फिर 14 मास से डिफ़र करेगा, राइट, नोन एज होमोलॉगस सीरीज. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे अगर हम कंसीडर करें CH4, C2H6 और C3H8, यानी मीथेन, इथेन और प्रोपेन, दे आर द homologous series. Alkene, alkene and alkyne, they are 3 homologous series, right. अब अगर हम फर्स्ट वाले की बात करें, मीथेन, इथेन और प्रोपेन, सी इफ CH4 इज रिटन, CH4 मतलब क्या हो गया, मीथेन, इसमें आप CH2 ऐड कर दीजिए, राइट, व्हाट यू विल गेट, C2, एक कार्बन ऐड करना है तो C2 हो गया, और 2 हाइड्रोजन ऐड करना है यानी C2H6 हो गया. C2H6 मतलब क्या हो गया, ईथेन. इसमें फिर अगर आप CH2 ऐड करेंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा, C3H8. C3H8 क्या हो गया, प्रोपेन. तो जो सक्सेसिव मेंबर है वो या तो CH2 यूनिट से डिफ़र करेगा, एक दूसरे इनके बीच में जो डिफरेंस है वो कितने का होगा, CH2 का डिफरेंस होगा. और CH2 की जब हम बात करेंगे तो इसका अगर हम देखें तो मास कितना होगा, कार्बन का होता है 12 और 2 हाइड्रोजन का होता है 2, तो टोटल करेंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा 14. तो या तो 14 मास यूनिट डिफ़र करेगा या इतना डिफ़र करेगा. नाउ लेट्स सी दिस, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस अबाउट द रूट वर्ड. अगर एक कार्बन है तो मैथ, दूसरा है तो एथ, तीसरा है तो ब्रूप, 4 कार्बन है तो ब्यूट, पेंट, हेक्स, हेप्ट, हेक्ट, up to 12 you can see, right. Here this is very important type of table. Here you can see alkane, alkene and alkyne. Their common formula is CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n and CnH2n minus 2. Or in simple word you can learn, if number of hydrogen is double plus 2, then it becomes alkane. If it is double, then alkene. If it is double minus 2, then it becomes like alkyne. And the suffix what we use with the root word, in case of alkane we will use the ane, in case of alkene we will use the word ene, and in case of alkyne we will use yne. And these are the very important 2 table, and I will suggest you have to mug up these 2 table to understand in a better way. Now, what are the characteristics of homologous series? So, what are the characteristics of homologous series? See, as we have discussed about the successive member in homologous series differ by CH2 unit or 14 mass unit. In the next, you can say the second main property of homologous series is member of given homologous series have the same functional group. Functional group एक ही होगा, functional group is not going to be changed. And the third most important characteristic is all the member of homologous series shows similar chemical property. The chemical property will not be changed, right? So these are the characteristic of homologous series, right? What are the characteristic? They have difference between CS2 or 14 mass unit. Okay, they are having the same functional group and they are having the same or similar chemical property. Let's talk about the electron dot structure of hydrocarbon. Here, if suppose question comes about the electron dot structure of methane or ethane or other any homologous series compound, then in that way you have to draw. First you need to draw the carbon at the center, you can see, and it's 4 electrons like 1, 2, 3 and 4. And similarly with all 4 electrons you can just write hydrogen and share those electrons. If we are talking this hydrogen, this shared the one electron from the carbon and one electron of the hydrogen, both are shared and bond is formed. So in all the 4 hydrogen share 4 electrons with the carbon and forming 4 bond within the molecule of methane. अगर इसका हम और स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे तो ये इस टाइप का स्ट्रक्चर बनेगा इसमें CH. Okay, so there are 4 hydrogen each bonded with the single bond. Similarly, if we talk about the ethene molecule, the electron dot structure of ethene molecule, here you can see and you can understand in a better way in this way, right? In each the bond you can just write hydrogen in each single bond, and each single bond is formed by 2 electrons which have been, each electron is shared by atoms of different element. ओके, सो एक बॉन्ड कब बनेगा? जब 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स शेयर होंगे, यानी 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर मस्ट बी देयर between 2 different atom. Let's talk about next one, isomerism. Already we have studied about this. Okay, dear students, let's have a little discussion about the functional group, which will be useful in your next classes. So atom or group present in a molecule which largely determine its chemical property is called functional group. फंक्शनल ग्रुप क्या होगा? या तो एटम होगा या मॉलिक्यूल होगा जो उस कंपाउंड की केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी, बहुत सारी केमिकल प्रॉपर्टी को डिटरमाइन करेगा, उसको हम बोलेंगे फंक्शनल ग्रुप. दे आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स, हियर फ्यू आर देयर, यू कैन जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. द फर्स्ट कैटेगरी इज हैलाइड, है ना. तो पहली कैटेगरी जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं वो है हैलाइड. हैलाइड इज कम्स फ्रॉम द हैलोजन. हैलोजन में क्लोरो, ब्रोमो, आयोडो, राइट. हेयर यू कैन सी ClBr. अगर एग्जाम्पल लेंगे तो CH3Cl. ये क्या है? 1 कार्बन मिथाइल क्लोराइड. ओके. एंड सेकेंड इज एल्कोहल. एल्कोहल का क्या होता है फंक्शनल ग्रुप? OH. याद रखेंगे, फंक्शनल ग्रुप आपको याद रखना है. सिमिलरली इसका नोमेनक्लेचर कैसे करेंगे? एल्कोहल का नोमेनक्लेचर करने के लिए आपको सिर्फ एल्केनॉल याद रखना है. एल्केन OL, एल्केनॉल. तो एल्क मतलब नंबर ऑफ कार्बन. अगर मान लीजिए CH3OH है तो कितनी नंबर ऑफ कार्बन है यहाँ पे? 1. तो एल्क की जगह आप 1 कार्बन रख दीजिए, मैथ, और पूरा का पूरा आपको वैसे ही लिख देना है, मिथेनॉल. You got to understand? Another example you want? say for example you have C2H5OH. How many number of carbon is there? 2 carbon. You write the root word eth and anol will be suffix, right? So in this way you will get the IUPAC name of alcohol. Next is aldehyde. In case of aldehyde, what you will do, you will have to remember only one word, that is alk null. Alk null, right? Al is there. In case of alcohol, OL is there, and in case of aldehyde, Al is there, right? And the suffix is aldehyde में जो फंक्शनल ग्रुप है वो होता है CHO. से फॉर एग्जांपल CH3CHO. यहाँ पे इसका नाम अगर आपको लिखना है देन हाउ यू विल राइट how many number of carbon is there? 1 and 2. 2 carbon is there, so 2 carbon the root word is eth, right? ANAL आप इसमें suffix लगा देंगे तो ये हो जाएगा ethanol. Another example, if you wish, you can write C2H5. CHO is the functional group. Total number of carbon is 3. 3 carbon is prop. ANAL is suffix, so it is propanol, right? Another thing, another compound functional group is ketone or CO, right? Here you can write CH3 COCH3. Its name is dimethyl. 2-methyl is there, dimethyl ketone. Or IUPAC name, if you want to write IUPAC name, then its IUPAC name is alkanone. Okay, how many number of carbon is there? 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3 carbon is there. Then you will write propanone. Clear? Let's talk about the next one. In the next one you will find the carboxylic acid. The general formula of carboxylic acid is COOH, right? If suppose, and the name of carboxylic acid is alkanoic acid. Again I am writing here alkanoic acid. Okay, so whenever IUPAC name is concerned of carboxylic acid, suppose CH3COOH is there. Okay, this is the functional group for carboxylic acid. So number of carbon is 2. You can write eth for 2 carbon and anoic acid, the suffix, and it will come ethanoic acid. This is the IUPAC name of this compound. So this is the brief introduction of functional group, and in the next you can see the nomenclature of organic compound, right? The full form of IUPAC many times asked. What IUPAC stand for what? IUPAC stand for International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. It is difficult to remember millions of compounds by their individual common name. Thus, the systematized nomenclature of organic compound, that is IUPAC, IPAC भी बोलते हैं, has given certain rule which are follows. The first one is identify the number of carbon atom in the compound. Right. So why I have shared this slide? This slide is shared only for IUPAC name. For what IUPAC stand is? This is stand for International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Please do remember. Okay. Second last, we will think about the physical property of ethanol. The chemical properties have been removed, but physical properties you have to brief. So what are the physical property of ethanol? Ethanol, OL is suffix, you can see, that means it represent OH group, that is alcohol, and number of carbon is 2. Here you can see eth is there, so you will write C2H5OH. This is ethanol or ethyl alcohol. तो इसकी जो फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी हैं वो यहाँ पे पॉइंट वाइज 5 पॉइंट्स आर देयर. यू कैन सी द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, ethanol compound is colorless liquid at room temperature. room temperature पे ये colorless liquid है. It is the second member of the homologous series of alcohol. alcohol में ये second member का series है, second member है ये homologous series में, and its common name is ethyl alcohol, and functional group is OH. This is what shown in the formula only. It has very low melting point 156 Kelvin and boiling point is 351 or 78 degree Celsius. 78 degree Celsius इसका क्या है, boiling point है. Ethanol is highly soluble in water. ये water में soluble है. Ethanol is alcohol, you know, alcohol and water mixed. And ethanol is one of the main component of alcoholic drink. एल्कोहलिक ड्रिंक जितनी भी होती हैं, जितनी भी वाइन्स होती हैं, उसमें एथेनॉल जो है एक इम्पॉर्टेंट कंपाउंड होता है, ऐड होता है ये. इट इज़ गुड ऑर्गेनिक सॉल्वेंट एंड इट इज़ न्यूट्रल substance, so it does not have any effect on either blue or red litmus solution. So these are the physical property of ethanol. Next we will talk about the physical property of ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid, just we have seen CH3COOH, acetic acid. The IUPAC name of acetic acid is ethanoic acid. Here we can see ethanoic acid is commonly called acetic acid. It is colorless liquid, we have seen in the laboratory. Okay, the functional group which is present is carboxylic acid. This you can just, all the information derived from this formula. The melting point only you have to remember, its melting point is 290 and boiling point is 390 K. Being an acid, it turn blue litmus paper into red. So it is a acid, we know that acid turn blue into red, and they are sour in taste. So physical property of ethanoic acid are very easy, you can remember. So that's it in this video. Thank you for watching.